Hello friends, I hope you are doing well. Today is 22nd February 2026. I am here to share with you today's most important and interesting news. First news about India and Russia. Both countries has a relationship very well, but I here point out and undermark India depend on Israel as defense team. India has interest build T-90MS. It's a tank in India. Russia offered to India will get technology from Russia and start manufacture T-90MS that tank in India. But why Russia offered to India? Because there has a main reason. The reason India has doing a deal with those country around a world which has good relationship with Russia and also not well relationship with Russia. Russia and other countries has economic stability not well because Russia busy in Ukraine and Russia crisis. Israel has crisis with the Gaza Strip. USA has a crisis with Venezuela in Greenland part. Cambodia has a crisis with the Thailand. As well as the European Union, there has 14 countries which has a part of the NATO, North Atlantic Treaty Organization. There are 32 countries, but 14 countries of the European Union has part of them. So NATO country there has a fraction because Turkey got S-400 missile system from the Russia in 2017. Talking about the Africa continent, there has also South Sudan, as well as Congo, Republic of the Congo. There has the conflict each other. But India has today stable. India focused with growth their economy. How India growth the economy? There has the India's focused. India signed deal with all countries which has presence in all continent. Not only the Asian continent, you just see last 2 months India signed a deal, mother of all deal with the European Union. India signed deal with the France regarding 114 Rafale jet. India has interest with Russia regarding S-500 missile. India and USA reduced the tariff 25% to 18%. USA put tariff on Bangladesh and also Pakistan 19%. Recently has a news reduced the tariff 19 to 0%, but not all. US and Bangladesh talking about, I'm sure. Talking about the North America continent, India has signed a deal with the Canada, UK, Mexico, Venezuela, Brazil. Those are part of the North and South America continent. Oceania continent there has India and Australia because our chief of the army staff is at Australia. It's a good relationship because it's important to save our Indian Ocean. Why I mention those all things here? Because all country has an interest in India. Because India has one of the country in the world which has growth first and second phase of the GDP. There has a 4 quarters. Every 3 months has a quarter, first, second, fourth, third and fourth, because 12 month and 3 months has a 1 quarter. 12 divided 3 is equal to 4. That means the 4th quarter as well. First 2 quarter India has a peak growth 6.87% of the total GDP. It's important because other country has not a good growth compared with the quarters. India has a good growth, so all country has focused on India. Recently, AI Summit 2026 held in India on 19 February to 21 February. That means India want to build artificial intelligence center hub in India. No, India not depend on USA, not depend on China, because US has ChatGPT, Gemini, Google, Microsoft. Those things has it there, but India not depend on their Microsoft and Google CEO visit India. More than 500 AI leader visit in India, and those all topmost 20 countries leader like Emmanuel Macron is the president of the France, and Brazil, Lalvia, De Lalvia, is president of the Brazil. Those all biggest leader visit in India on that summit, and their favor of the thoughts with the India as well. And finally, they think to their we needed to good relationship with the India due to growth, because this year and upcoming year all would move toward reduce physical efforts and focused on the artificial intelligence, like without efforts doing work. So that reason India has become a hub of the artificial intelligence, because India manufacture there and build AI GG. It's a stand for artificial intelligence governance group. It's manufacture the rules of the artificial intelligence, how people will use AI, and what is the precautions and protection protocol of the AI. So that reason India has important for the whole country. I go on toward the next point. Point is there. Main point, the T-90. It's a tank, and India signed a deal with Russia in 2001, 15 February, and both countries celebrated T-90 that day. But Russia offered to the India T-90 MS. It's advanced version of the T-90. There has talking about compare with the T-90 and T-90 MS. T-90, the engine 1000 HP horsepower, but MS new version that has 1130 HP. Next things is there talking about the speed 60 km per hour. It's T-90 tank. India has called Bhishma. New version India not given a name, but India think built that tank. It's required to our armored regiment also, because Russia manufactured T-90, that tank helpful to India in desert. So that reason India has a thing to them. Speed 60 km per hour T-90, and T-90 MS has a more than 70 km per hour. A reverse speed T-90 has a 4 km per hour, and T-90 MS there has a speed around 50 plus km per hour, 15 plus km more speed is there. As well as second armor has sit on T-90 tank. It's called second armor against the air attack like a drone and other things. But there has a required a soldier sit on there. But T-90 MS there hasn't required the second armor. A soldier sit inside the tank, and through remote control directly hit on the drones and fighter jet also. That means there has the inbuilt radar on the tank, and it's directly hit. T-90 MS, it's important for India, so India will think to them. I go on toward the next news, and next news is important for India because India and Israel, both country, has important relationship for all world, because USA and Israel relationship well, India and Israel relationship well, but Russia and Israel not good relationship. How it's possible? It's possible because it's like a geopolitical things. Our Prime Minister Narendra Modi will visit in Israel on 26th February 2026. That visit has a 2 days, 25 February to 26 February. The visit has important for India because India will sign a deal with Israel. There has also Gaza Strip peace plan. It's led by US President Donald Trump, and our Prime Minister also helped to there for reduce the tension between Gaza Strip and Israel. That visit very markable for all citizens of our nation, because the visit is important regarding defense sector and trade also. IMAC project India Middle East Europe Economic Corridor 6,400 kilometer. Its lead and run important for the trade sector because India and Israel has a trade around 404 billion US dollar, and India export to the Israel 80% and import 20%. Why I make important? Because that project not only for the Europe continent but also South West Asia continent. India and European continent has a trade more than 120 billion US dollar, and that trade through AMAC. It's important because Africa continent 40 days reach at Europe continent through Suez Canal, Red Sea through 20 days, and through AMAC has only 12 days. That means 30% has saved time and cheapest price of the product. So that reason our Prime Minister Narendra Modi visit at Israel only. There has two three reasons. First reason, IMAC, because recently mother of all deal signed and they focused, India and European Union focused on IMAC corridor. So that IMAC corridor successful through only Israel, because Israel it is the middle part of IMAC. There has Haifa port which has connect through that corridor. There has the crisis Gaza Strip and Israel, so that reason IMAC corridor not has completed. Rail link has built until the Jordan country, but Israel has not completed due to the tension and fire each other. As well as India focused on Rampage missile system, here LoRa missile system of the Israel, and Iron Beam also, anti-drone protection. It is helpful for our defense sector. So we'll see the visit our Prime Minister will reach at which place and which will be the happening in the future. We'll see the visit information on 27th February 2026, because that time we collect the information about that visit. So thank you so much friends who are listening and watching this video. I hope that information very helpful for your upcoming